Hi guys, welcome to my business YouTube channel, the Bare Necessities of Accounting. My name is Patrick Tigwell. I'm a general practice partner at the Exeter office of Thomas Westcott, and I wanted to do a series of short videos for business owners, answering the questions that I think business owners need the answers to. In this short vid, it's just a bit of a profile piece on myself, and I'd like to introduce my my assistants, obviously, Thomas the Bear, and over my left shoulder, Rolly the Roller Banner. So I said I was a general practice partner. Well, what does that mean? Really, with accountants, you have, certainly the larger firms, you have sort of either general practice partners or specialist partners. So the general practice partners, like myself, will be those that know a little bit about most things, and they can also just guide their clients and customers to the specialists when needed. Specialist partners, as the name suggests, are specialists in a particular area, and we're very lucky at Thomas Westcott to have a load of these on board in various disciplines that can be called upon as necessary. My own speciality, such as it is a really sort of small and medium-sized businesses, SMBs, and anything from a startup to a kind of 2 to 3 million turnover business, and sometimes more than that. I've been a qualified accountant for over 20 years in Devon and Somerset, working for a variety of firms, but I joined Thomas Westcott as a partner in 1st of October 2018. I was previously a partner at the Southern Hay office of Haynes Watts. As I said, my own speciality really is the sort of the smaller end of the sort of company kind of market, if you like. I've written a booklet on startups, specifically limited company startups, that hopefully, coronavirus notwithstanding, this will be sort of published later in the summer. And what this does is it guides business owners through the all-important first year of their trading life. My approach really with accountancy is to take everything in the whole. So I look at the business, I look at their personal affairs, I look at family members, and the thing is to sort of have a sort of holistic approach, so it gets the best kind of result for everybody. And also, I've found, there's no point busting a gut to get your self-employed tax down if then all it does is sort of impact on things further down the line. My role, as I see it, is also to explore the options with clients. I give alternatives, but I don't sort of sit on the fence. I will recommend a particular course of action, but of course it's up to the client as to whether they take that. There are always things that are motivating different clients in different ways, and it's my job to tease those out and to develop a course of action that's best for them. I'm very well connected. Part of my role is also to recommend others, not just Thomas Westcott specialists, as mentioned earlier, but also if they need an employment law solicitor, perhaps because they're furloughing employees, or they want their T's and C's looked at, so it's a commercial solicitor, or I look at their website and it's a bit pants, to be honest. So, there's any number of people I know through my networking and everything else that I can call upon to do a cracking job, and to really sort of address the needs of the client, not just their accountancy needs. Another sort of aspect of how I work is that I do favour the face-to-face contact. Now, I know that's sort of difficult at this moment, but I'm getting increasingly au fait with Zoom. and I've had some very good successful meetings with that already. But in normal times, the face-to-face is crucial, and what I do is price into any price I give. It's always 2 meetings at least. So it's the obviously the conventional year-end meeting, but there's also another meeting priced in. That sort of could be mid-year. I tend to favour the sort of month 10 really, because then you've got months 1 to 9 of the figures to look at, and you can see, so you've got 3 of the 4 quarters done. You can see how the business is doing, but crucially you've got time to sort of set in place tax planning opportunities. If they're going to buy some fixed assets or whatever, or do some pension planning, they've got time to put that in place before the year finishes. Crucially, it's easier to do stuff before the year finishes than after it's done, and you're trying to kind of retrospectively do stuff. You can't do so much these days. It's best to do it before the year finishes. So that's the way I work. In terms of a bit of personal information, obviously it's a people by people industry where, you know, accountancy. It's important that you, the client or the potential client, you get on well with your accountant as people, really, because it makes everything else go a lot easier. I'm married to Emma. Have been for 17 years or so, 16 years. I've got 2 sons, Ben and Christian. I live in St Thomas in Exeter. What else? I support the Mighty Blues. Obviously, that's the Mighty Chelsea. I've got to figure out where my Chelsea scarf is now under this lockdown. It's normally on my door handle at work. And I try and go to the Chiefs wherever possible. So rugby and football I'm really into. As I say, on the dating apps, I'm a Taurus. I've got a good sense of humour. I know that is a joke, but I think, to be fair, it is rare for an accountant to sort of have a bit of personality and a sense of humour. But I try and, you know, I'm not sort of, oh yes, you can do this and that, and oh, look at that figure over there. I sound like the Emperor in Star Wars, don't I? But you know, it's okay. I know my stuff, but it's putting it over in the right way, and it's relating to people, and not just being a bookworm. Now, I mentioned earlier my 2 partners in crime, Thomas the Bear, Thomas Westcott's mascot. I got him from the interweb, actually, for the 2019 Southwest Business Expo, and I was giving away little jars of honey, because obviously bears like honey. He is 6'6" when standing up. I was going to say fully erect, but that's a bit rude. And I would mention, for the avoidance of doubt, there is nobody in the suit. He's a sort of he's a soft toy. In normal times, he sits in my office in Exeter, looking out the window, scaring young children as they go past. My other companion, Rolly the Roller Banner, is my oldest companion at Thomas Westcott, and a veteran of networking breakfasts and indeed evening events. Now, 6'6", he beats that. He's 6'10". I know, I measured him the other day, and he goes everywhere I go. But again, for the avoidance of doubt, I don't sleep with him. He stays in my normal times. He stays in my boot, so ready for the next networking event. But obviously, as you can see, he's behind me now. One last thing, on these videos, I will be producing, or just showing everybody, this slide. I don't know if that can be seen. It's difficult to see. There we go. So what that is, that'll be my standard slide. Just zoom it in a bit there. So it's a thank you for watching slide. It has my contact details on, and very small print right at the bottom. You'll probably have to get your magnifying glasses out for that. Is the disclaimer. So if obviously if I've been talking nonsense, Thomas Westcott don't bear any responsibility. I would say, as always, if you're looking to do anything sort of accountancy related, talk to your accountant first. Don't sort of do it first, and then ask your accountant, oh, this is what I did 3 months ago, is this all right? Do talk to your accountant or your financial advisor first, and things will go a lot better. So that's it for this vid. Catch me on the next vid. I've got a series of coronavirus help vids coming online, so check those out. And there's also a Thomas Westcott profile as well, just to find out a little bit more about the firm. So catch you on the next vid, and have a great day. Cheers.